Hello, everybody, and welcome
I hear
to
you. I
week one
just
of
didn't hear
the
what you said
FR
originally.
Racing Wednesday Night Dash Truck Series. I'm your host, Trevor Kratzer, and joining me in the booth tonight is William Rasmussen. We're ready for the start of a new season in the Wednesday Night Dash Series with the biggest
Yeah, I
field in
copy you. I'm
history
currently listening to the
set
stream
to
at the moment.
take the green flag tonight.
As we
Good
take a
luck.
look
Just
at
try
the
to keep your
lineup
truck
for the
straight.
season, keep an eye for those drivers throughout the race.
You might be on the wrong channel.
These
You're
drivers throughout
broadcasting
the
to the whole
race.
world. I
Tonight,
think it was Justin.
Dylan
You a spotter?
Barnes finished third overall in his rookie season as he looks to be a threat tonight.
Colton Gardner is a two-time series champion in seasons 5 and season 8, and he had a league-leading 8 wins in season 8. He seems like a favorite to win not just at Pocono tonight, but the championship once again.
Finally, keep an eye out on Brian McKenney, who's coming off the back of top three season finishes.
And as we take a look at the driver lineup for tonight, or for the season, we have 21 drivers. As I said, biggest lineup in season history, with some familiar faces returning, such as DJ Fluke, but also a handful of rookies this season. And so it looks like we're going to have a pretty exciting season here.
This is the first of the 10 races this season, which each race lasting around 45 minutes. All oval races have been given a stage break at the halfway point. And this is the only caution during the entire race, except for large crashes involving over half the field.
The series features a NASCAR-style point system with bonus points being rewarded for pole position, laps led, and every lap led and most laps led, along with an extra point for a stage win for all oval races. As I believe we're just getting qualifying started.
Qualifying just starting. So, unfortunately, Trevor registered as a driver, so we will not be able to spectate anybody driving during quali, but we still can look at the timing. Yeah.
So Hunter Hughes currently on pole with a 54.2, but he just gets overtaken by Colton Gardner, who, like I said, seems like one of the favorites for this season.
Colton Gardner still holding on to that pole position. 2 minutes left.
2 minutes to go in quali. Gardner with a 54.1 in pole position.
As Hunter Hughes gets close, but not quite, 1/10 or half a tenth off Colton. He gained 1/10 on his previous best lap.
Jeremy Clemens, one of our rookies this season, currently in P7, about 4/10 off the pace of Colton Gardner. Along with Vinny Silva, also one of our rookies. He'll be driving the 31 car this season. He's in P8 currently behind Jeremy Clemens.
Still about 5 drivers who have not yet set a qualifying lap. See if they can do anything in the last minute here. Some more movement going on mid-pack. One of the drivers crossing the start-finish line.
And as I'm taking a look through the entry list here for this season, it looks like we have 3 Nicks. So one out of every 7 drivers' name is Nick. As we have just 20 seconds left in quali. So for the most part, looks like everybody's going to be finished here. So As time winds down, let's take a look at starting lineup for today's race. So, starting on pole position is Colton Gardner in the number 40 car.
Got a driver chat going on in Discord. You don't have to join, but if you're in Discord, feel free to hop in and chat with us.
Hunter Hughes on the number 18, starting in second. Nicholas Wareboy in 20, and I guess I should look at the pronunciation list because I most likely butchered that name. The 48 of Ian Miller in P4, rounding out your top 5 is Dylan Behrens in the number 1 car.
So if anybody is watching the stream, it is pronounced Warboy.
Nicholas Wareboy.
Justin, welcome back.
Let's take DJ Fluke into the booth here and ask him a few questions.
Hello, DJ. Are you there?
Looks like he's on.
Am good.
Oh,
evening.
there he is, DJ. So yeah, like I said, I'm a bit of a moron and registered as a driver instead of the watch. Can't say it's the first time I've done that.
It's okay. You're not the only one who's ever done that as an announcer in this league. It's okay. You're gonna be at the bottom of the leaderboard now.
Yeah, I noticed that. So few questions for you here. So you've completed 8 seasons so far in the Wednesday Night Dash, and this is something William was wondering actually. What is one of your favorite moments that has happened in a race so far within those 8 seasons?
Favorite moment, easily. We had a ARCA race at Talladega a couple of years ago. This was like late 2022, and we had 4 drivers battling in the last couple of laps, and all 4 of us finished within like 55 thousandths of a second of each other. And the top 3 were all like right in line, going across the line to finish the race, and it was just a wild moment. Not even close, hands down. I finished 3rd in that one. Eric won that race; it was his first win, and
like you said, you've got a lot of podium finishes. You think tonight maybe you can get that first win?
This is not one of my better tracks. I'm looking to hang in there, and we got got a bit of a delayed start here. All right, I think we're all caught up here. Yeah, this is going to be probably a rough night. If I can hold even for, stay up there towards the end, maybe we'll get a good finish, but I'm not banking on winning this tonight.
All right, so one more question for you here as we approach the green flag. Who's your favorite to win the championship?
I have to give the nod to Colton Gardner. He was really good in the Cup Series last season. I think he won 8 out of the 10 races, and he's really good in trucks too. So if he can stay clean, he should do well again. So we're coming around turn 3 here and getting ready to take the green flag.
All right, DJ. Well, thanks for your time and good luck tonight.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, get ready, everybody.
Good luck.
Information.
Caution at lap 20.
Coming out of turn 3, pace car is off. And green flag is in the air to start race 1 of the Wednesday Night Dash Truck Series.
Hunter Hughes with a very good launch in the outside lane. Looks like Colton did not get as good of a launch off the start.
Oh, we're 3 wide here in the back of the pack, or around the mid-pack for probably about 14th, that is, as the 18, Hunter Hughes pulls out to the lead early.
Colton looks to be struggling a little bit in that number 40. He's dropping way off the lead out of turn 1.
Nicholas Warboy giving him a push, and that's going to open the door for Dylan Behrens to look to the inside for third position.
Ooh, was that somebody in the wall? Somebody in the back there, I think, just clipped the wall.
Oh, 27
Oh!
slides down the track.
Awesome save. Almost
Good
won
save
that
by
one.
Nicholas Warboy right there. That
Drops
drops
him back a
him
little bit.
to 7th from P3 as Hunter Hughes and Colton Gardner still close here. Hunter Hughes in the lead after a great restart.
As that almost spin by the number 7 looks to have kind of split the pack with the lead 2 and then the rest of them behind. See if they can maybe make a comeback here.
And I'm looking at DJ Fluke here down in
Hard into the
P18.
wall. Who was that? Someone was just very hard into the wall. Was that? I think that was, yeah, down inside. He must have damage from that. That was a good hit.
And DJ Fluke down in P18 right now. Not sure what happened to him. I didn't quite see it, but he started in he started up around the top 10, so not a great start for him. Things remain the same. Things remain the same in the front of the pack here with Hunter Hughes still in the lead, followed by Colton Gardner.
Well, it looks like on the time, the third place drivers have starting to slowly catch back up to the leaders. Same with Colton Gardner catching Hunter Hughes lap by lap. There's a move further back in the field.
And Colton Gardner staying in second here. Doesn't look to be gaining anything on Hunter Hughes. If anything, he may be losing. However, Dylan Barron's in third currently, closing that gap. As here's the 48 looking to the inside for position. Gonna be honest, I don't even know. That might be for P20.
With these two.
Oh, there goes the 54.
Side by side.
Nicholas,
P5. Battle for P5.
the 54, John Miles and Jeremiah Lockwood. Currently fighting for 5th here. Let's take a look at Dylan Barron's putting on the pressure to Colton Gardner. And Ian Miller has also joined the pack.
Dylan has now completely caught the back end of Colton. Now just 2/10 off that second place. Maybe he'll have some momentum to either get a run or he may just want to sit back and save tires.
Looks like he's going to try for the inside there. Doesn't quite have enough to make the move.
Also going with him is Ian Miller.
Yeah, Ian Miller also joining this pack.
Ian's got a good run here. Let's see if he'll make a move. Ah, he backs off. As the top 4 seem to be all very quick. And then down to P5, Jeremiah and John battling it out. It's defensive by Dylan.
Here comes the number 48. Here comes Ian Miller. Looks to the inside. Oh, they almost make contact.
Can't make it work.
Through this, that's going to allow Colton Gardner to catch up to Hunter Hughes. That gap's now down to about 1/10 of a second.
Going to turn 1. Is Colton going to make a move? No,
Colton
he's
Garner looks to
definitely
the inside. Colton
he's
Garner looks to
definitely.
the inside. Not going to be enough.
Like-
Hunter Hughes keeps the lead.
Ooh, a slight grace to the wall from Dylan, but it looks like not anything but more than a kiss.
And Dylan Barron's now catching back up to the rear end of Colton Gardner again after that battle for third with Ian Miller, which put them back. And Ian Miller also catching this pack again. So is Jeremiah Lockwood back in P5.
Jeremiah was quite a bit off the tail of them earlier, but it looks like all this battling has allowed him to catch up, along with some more cars.
Hunter Hughes keeping the lead. And now we got 6 cars all in a line. As somebody scrapes the wall right there. Nothing major. Seems to be fine.
There's definitely some shuffling going on for P3. Defensive by Ian. Car is very wide. Who was that? That was Ian. Ian off way wide in turn 2. Take a look at this replay here. Probably would have happened more on entry. We could get a better view of that.
Well, William, not sure that we can. So.
Okay.
Oh, big wreck!
Back on the front straight.
What
Let's
happened
definitely
here?
take a look at this. As it seems like.
Wow, let's
Oh,
get a better look at this. If we let's
Coming off the corner.
we are getting the instant replay ready. Not quite instant at the moment. Oh, here it is.
Oh, the 20. What's that? The 27
So
and the 7.
if we take a look what happened here. The 27 and the 7. Or the 54 maybe. 54 gets into the back of the 7.
The 7, and that just caused both of them.
Just took the 7 with him as
massive damage to both those race cars. Be a miracle if they can get anywhere near the lead lap after that incident.
Colton Gardner putting the pressure on Hunter Hughes. He looks to the inside.
Side by side.
Can't quite clear.
As we're now just over 1/4 of the way into this race, 10 laps away from that.
Here comes Colton Gardner. Looks to the inside again. He just can't quite get enough of a run to make that move. He's still got 10 laps to go in the stage if he's going to try something for that extra point for the stage win. He's a top 4 now lined up once again. Oh, didn't mean to bring up the grid.
As Colton just pushing Hunter Hughes into turn 2. Wonder if Colton is just staying back until this competition caution, or maybe even just staying back until the end of this race.
It looks like the 7 of Jeremiah Lockwood is in the pits after that incident.
Yeah, that car had major damage to the rear.
Colton Gardner gives him a push again here into turn number 2. Looks to the inside once more. And he still cannot clear.
I think they're just working together here. It looks like both of them giving a push down the straightaway. And they've got a small gap now to P3. Dylan and Ian behind.
As this top 5 separated by just under a second here. And this has been some great racing for the first 10 minutes of this first race of the season. They come down the front stretch. Start lap 13. Hunter Hughes still with the lead. He's had it ever since the restart of the race. He got a great jump. Was able to get past.
So we've been talking about Hunter Hughes a lot, so maybe some more stats about him. In his rookie season.
One second here as we look at the 7 car who's made his way back out on the track and he's into the wall again. The 7 car back into the wall. Oh, we got a spin. It's the number 1, Dylan Behrens. He's into the wall.
I think
turn 3.
Somebody else out with him though. Who's that?
Take a look at this. He got spun by Ian Miller.
Yeah.
Wow. No. Oh, and he took the 54 with him.
54.
And there's 2 of your top 5 gone right there from that. That's unfortunate for those cars. We'll see if they are able to get back onto the lead lap at some point during this competition caution.
So, like I was saying, Hunter Hughes has been leading this race, so maybe some things about him. He was the voice of Wednesday Night Dash for seasons 7 and 8. His rookie season was season 3. He's very experienced in this series, and his team is Smoky Mountain with Colton Gardner. So I think what we've been seeing is Hunter and Colton working together, both teammates, with Chris Fudge and Dylan Behrens.
As it has been working, they've pulled out to a 1.6 second gap over P3 due to that incident.
That definitely caused some separation towards the front of the grid. Yeah. So Dylan is out pretty much from any contention of this race. He's a lap down. Who knows what repairs he's got. So
Jeremiah Lockwood back into the pits after that hard hit into the wall.
Yeah. Probably should have taken all the optionals for that one.
Yes, he probably should have, as we keep an eye on the 18 and the 40 here. Not too much going on. Nothing else we'll see going on in the back of the pack.
We're only about 3.5 laps away from that competition.
We've got a good battle right here. This is for P7 between the 854 and the 2 car.
They're side by side down that straightaway. Or were side by side. No, they still kind of are.
As we ride along here. Yes, we ride along here with Brian McKinney, who currently is in 7th, looking ahead to P6 of Vinny Silva.
Let's go to the car behind him, the number 2. Let's see if he can continue to.
Let's take a look at the number 2 here, Richard Shaw.
With a great exit, Richard coming on him with a great run. McKinney went a little wide.
Looks to the inside.
As they're side by side coming into turn 2.
This is for 7th position right here. Richard Shaw looks to have it. Coming out of turn 2, he'll clear.
That moves Richard into P7.
P7.
Let's see if Brian may be able to find a run somewhere, but it looks like Richard has had the better pace in these closing laps. It marks for these guys 2 laps until the competition caution.
Let's take a look here back at the leaders with not much time left until this caution. The 18
Continue to extend the gap.
they just continue to ride along with each other. Hunter Hughes, as mentioned, was the previous voice of Wednesday Night Dash. Now looking for a win in his first season back. As DJ Fluke back up to 13th here after dropping pretty early on into the stage. As Hunter Hughes across the start finish, 2 laps to go until the competition caution.
One lap to go.
2
They're on the
laps
final
to
lap.
go. They are on 2 laps to go until the competition caution.
Let's take a look at P9 here as the gap's very close between that pack. So there's some side-by-side action going on there involving quite a few different cars. So they head down into turn 2. 2 corners left.
These are the 54. Here comes Justin Niles. Oh, they spin!
Oh, they made contact.
They save it somehow.
No,
and here comes the 76
wow.
of Jeremy Clemens.
So that may allow the car behind to make it run. Are they going to go 3 wide?
Lap
Look,
20.
3 wide. 3 wide.
wide.
Oh,
76
they
almost spins. They make contact, and the caution is now out. As we still got a fight here.
This race is not over for them. Oh, and yeah, now it is.
And there is the competition caution.
So that
Great
will
stage there. Let's take a look at the results from stage 1. Let's take a look at it. The results from stage 1. Hunter Hughes takes the win of the stage. In the number 18 car, followed by Colton Gardner, his teammate, after a great battle between the two. And then Ian Miller in 3rd in the number 48, Lane Snow in 4th in the number 5 car, Dawson Butchinen.
Pace car turn 1.
Dawson Buchanan in 5th in the number 4 car, rounding out your top 5 for the stage. As we get ready to take a look at this race off pit road coming up.
So keep an eye on Ian Miller, the only not Team Smoky Mountain Racing car in the top 3. So see if he can make a move in pit lane to split Hunter Hughes and Colton Gardner. Maybe lessen their chances of working together like they were in stage 1. As Ian is a veteran in this series. His first season was season 6. And his best finish was 2nd. Hopefully he could have a chance of breaking that today.
As seems like Colton Gardner, during his time off, forgot that he needs to stay behind the pace car and not drive inside of it. As now they're driving off onto pit road.
Alright. Keep an eye on those top 3 here. See if Ian can make a move to split those 2.
So the cars entering pit road. We got a few cars staying out here. Those may be the lucky dogs, however. As let's take a look at your race off pit road.
Everybody getting their car serviced right now?
Everybody clean. Oh, a little bit of contact back there. Not sure who that was. However,
Watch that fourth car in
as here we
track.
go, we got the 18 of Hunter
18.
Hughes coming out.
Oh, Ian
in
drops
P1.
way back after this race. As side by side through pit lane. I do not know who was ahead there.
As we're gonna have to take a look at this here in a second. So let's take a look at
Pace car turn 2.
basically your results, or the start of stage 2. Actually, Hunter Hughes is going to be restarting in first, right where he left off with the stage win. His teammate Colton Gardner in second. Looks for the most part like everybody
Yep,
basically stayed the same, as we're ready for 20 laps left here of racing.
So I wonder if we could get one of the teammates in the booth, either Colton or Hunter,
Yeah,
to
so
ask
let's
them.
get doesn't look like either of them are in the chat here, actually. So let's take
Ian. Restarting P3.
Yeah, let's take Ian into the booth. Hey,
Hello,
Ian,
Ian.
you got
Do you have
us?
a copy?
Number 7, you gotta go.
Yes, I do.
All right, Ian. Looks like you're restarting in third here. Pretty sure you finished third at the end of the stage, right?
Yeah, I am starting fourth here.
Oh, okay.
Lane managed to jump me in the pits.
Oh, we actually did not see that.
iRacing things?
Yeah. Graphic is off
So
here.
we were taking a look, or we were watching for the first like 10, 15 laps. There was a great battle for the top 5.
Yeah.
And then something happened. Like 2 or 3 cars got wrecked. Tell us what you saw there.
So
I didn't
I
catch that.
was
What'd you say?
taking up the inside, turn 3. From
I
my
was just
perspective, it
asking if
looked like
iRacing did
Dylan
iRacing
just
things.
didn't see me and turned across my nose, but I could have come
Yeah,
up
it's
a
pretty
little
much a
bit. It
guarantee.
could be both. You know, I think there was just a
Ain't
little
that
bit
the
of
truth?
basically miscommunication in the spacing between us because Dylan was racing pretty aggressive, and I figured he'd be aggressive. But, yeah, so something happened. Either I
All
came
right,
up
good luck,
or he
gentlemen.
turned across my nose. It's hard to say.
All right. Just a quick question before you go green. You were one of the only cars not on Smoky Mountain Racing. How do you think now that there's only 2 of them, how you could do better?
I will be honest. I did not. I had a couple of words there caught out, and we are about to go green. So
Oh,
All right.
thanks for chatting. Good luck.
They come off green
And
flag.
green flag
Hunter
back
with
in the
a
air.
great
18.
run.
Hunter Hughes with a great jump once again. Colton Gardner's teammate right back as they're 2, even 3 wide here in the back of the
Wide
pack.
towards the back.
As Colton Gardner, or Hunter Hughes, sorry, saying as a move to the inside there by
way
the,
wide.
can't tell who that was. We look clean off the restart.
Trevor, your internet's going out. As they're 3 wide, lots of 3 wide action coming out of whatever turn that was. I can't tell. It's really laggy. Feels like I'm watching a slideshow right now.
However, it is not laggy for me or on the stream, as here comes the 52 looking to make a move around the 82 car. Hunter
15
Hughes
laps to
remained
go.
in the lead. We got 15 to go coming up.
Let's see if Ian dropped it back a little bit off of lane snow.
So the
We'll
field
see.
starts
Maybe
to
if he can
settle.
come back.
Yeah, field starts to settle out here a little bit.
Has moved to the inside by the 52 of Toby.
52 to the inside of the 82 of Justin Knives. That is for top 10. Right there. Can't quite clear. As we got another battle going on up ahead. Looks like Richard Shaw looking for a move around Dawson Buchanan in the number 4 car. That would be for P7.
Trevor, I need you to restart your screen share. It is frozen. Alright, there we go.
We got a great battle here looking for P6 between the number 4, 8, 27 and the 2. Here comes the 27 of Nicholas Warboy. Almost 3 wide there, and he's looking to the inside of Brian McKinney. They touch! Almost spins! Lots of contact. Oh, and he's down way below the line. Right there.
As they're very wide in the back. Is that 4 wide I thought I saw? If we could look at that and not the number 4.
Yeah, as we go back here once more, this is the battle for 7th.
As we saw before the restart that there was quite a bit of battling going on back here, but it seems to have not slowed down at all. As they're 3 wide once again. Trevor, I need you to restart your screen share again. It's frozen.
There you have it.
I'm gonna join back. Can you share your screen again? Thank you. Alright. So number 8 looking. Try and get that spot back from Nicholas. Although Richard, the number 2 we saw make a move for that P7, is now all the way down in P13. Wonder, and all that position jockeying, that he could have lost one, or maybe on pit lane he lost quite a few spots. We don't know.
Looks like we got a battle for P5 here between Dawson Buchanan and Vinny Silva. We could take a look at this.
As the leaders
Wow,
continue,
now we got
it's a 4-car battle for the lead, and there's a slight gap onto P5. We could look at that.
the number
Less
4
than
Dawson
a tenth
Buchanan.
separating the top 2. The gap opens back up, entering the final corner.
Buchanan looking to become a threat here for this win, as he's got a huge run coming up on the number 48.
On to P5. As Ian looks to the inside of Lane Snow, who passed him in the pit lane, and he seems, is there slight contact? They're side by side. Who's gonna have the better exit? Oh, big contact!
Number
Ian
5
way below
goes
that yellow
way
line.
up high.
That'll give Dawson Buchanan a great run around Ian and possibly Lane. So no number 4 pushing the number 5, looking to the inside. Can't quite get that move done. The outside lane just proved to have too good of an exit for Buchanan to get a run.
As everybody now single file starts to settle down a little bit here with just 10 laps to go.
As that top 5 is closely bunched together with less than 10 laps to go. As with all this side by side, the last
Number
lap, this is
4,
allowed. Oh,
Dawson Buchanan looking to the inside for third. He's got his nose right up to his bumper, but he can't quite clear.
as all this battling for third has allowed Hunter Hughes and Colton Gardner to get a slight gap. They're probably hoping to repeat what they did last race. Or last
Stage top
green
6
flag,
separated by less than a second here, with less than 10 laps to go.
as 3 wide. All the way to the
we're
inside.
3 wide for 4th. That's just going to allow the top 3 to continue to pull away. Lane Snow in the number 5 car looking to disrupt this battle that's been going on the entire first 32 laps of this race so far.
So now it's all the way back to Vinny Sylvia, who is now caught the tail end. That's P7. Your top 7 are all separated for in just over a second.
Ian Miller, who we spoke to at the stage break, restarted in 4th. He's back to 5th now, losing 1 position as the number 40 drops way down.
Yeah. That allows the number 5 and 4 to catch up slightly with the draft from the leader.
As Ian Miller, who we just spoke about in the 48, was looking for a move there. But now Dawson Buchanan, who is caught back up, he looks for a move to get around Lane Snow.
The leader very wide. See if that will cause any checkups. Possible
And
moves.
Dawson Buchanan looking to the inside for
That's down
3rd on
the
Lane Snow.
inside. No. Let's see if this time he tried this move earlier. Let's see if this time he can make it stick.
Side by side, heading onto the front stretch across the start finish.
As they're still
Good
side by
Lord.
side. Ian's got a slight
There's
run.
nose
See
to
if he can
tail.
capitalize on this.
Dawson Buchanan back to the inside, trying to clear.
Some great racing from this top 7. Or 6 now. Vinny Sylvia has dropped back quite a bit as Ian looking for
Yeah, and
the
here comes
inside.
Ian Miller trying to get around Dawson Buchanan, who is just looking for 3rd.
Very close. Oh, getting loose off the corner is Nicholas.
As Lane Snow still hanging back here in P3, looking to disrupt this battle that has been going on the
very
entire
close.
race. Not even really a battle, as they've just been hanging along
They've
with
been-
each other, the 2 teammates so far, for
Excellent
the entire
teammate.
34 laps.
So, 5 to go now. We'll see if any shuffling between the 2 teammates could happen, if there's any battling, or what kind of team orders they'll have going on for these last few laps. As
It's going to be interesting to see if
Lane
Colton Gardner...
Snow wide on exit. Let's see if there is a run
It's
possible.
going to be interesting to
Run.
see if Colton Gardner looks for a move here, or he's just going to let his teammate take the win as the number 4 Dawson Buchanan back to the inside, looking for that podium position. As back behind them, Nicholas Warboy into the wall slightly.
Just giving the leaders a small gap, but I don't know if he made the pass because we're not looking. As it
And
looks
once
like
again, Dawson Buchanan
Ian
not
had a
able to
check
clear. And that's going to let the
allowing-
leaders... That lets the leaders pull away by about 0.7 of a second as we got just 5 laps to go.
as the 2 leaders, they're pushing each other. It seems like team orders is still on the top of their mind. as they're trying to extend that gap as far as they can. It looks like they're doing so successfully.
Doesn't look like anything could
Oh,
disrupt.
hard into the wall from Ian and Nicholas.
I did
That
not
gap
even
has
see
opened
that.
up substantially. This looks like a two-man race now, with coming to 4 to go at the line.
Yeah, I don't think anything could disrupt this battle for the lead now, as 8/10 is the gap.
Oh yeah.
With just 4 laps to
Well,
go.
maybe with some teamwork between Lane Snow and Dawson Buchanan, might allow them to catch back up, but it would be a tall ask in the last 4 laps of this race.
Yeah, Lane Snow, Dawson
It
Buchanan
looks like
have been
they
going
are
back
not
and
willing
forth
to
as
work
Dawson
together.
Buchanan back to the inside, however. And
Lane
this
Snow
time
just
he's able to
let him go.
clear. Dawson Buchanan finally, after about 10 laps of back and forth battling, is able to clear for that 3rd position. And he'll pull away. Gonna need to make up 8/10 of a second to even have a shot at fighting for this win.
Dawson's seemed to be pretty quick this race, just stuck behind a lot of people. Finally getting that move done, but we'll see if that'll even give him a chance to catch up to these two, who look to be working together and bump drafting down the straightaway. As Lane Snow looking like he's finally gathering his momentum back. Don't know if he has had the pace of this top 3 here.
As
He
Dawson
might be able to catch
Buchanan,
back up.
one of our rookies this season, he is catching up. He's gotten the gap down about 2/10, down to 6/10 of a second here. Gonna be interesting to see.
4/10 now off
Wow.
of the leader. He is
Dawson
caught
Buchanan.
up substantially.
Just 2 laps to go. Buchanan down to just less than half a second to the leaders.
As now he is well within the draft of the leaders. As it looks like Colton looking up the inside. No possible move. Buchanan.
The gap remains at about 4/10 of a second. Not much he can do now.
He's really got to get on the charge here. He wants any chance of getting a P2 or P1.
So out of turn 2, these top 3 have now pulled away by about over a second and a half to Lane Snow behind. Some great tire saving by these guys here. As we're out of turn 3, heading into the white flag. We got 1 lap to go. Hunter Hughes leads. Colton Garnery's led the entire race so far after starting in 2nd. Colton Gardner trying to get around him for the win after winning 8 races last season. He looks to be the first driver with a win in the Truck Series.
It looks like Dawson Buchanan couldn't quite keep that momentum up when he caught up to the leaders, so
Dawson
it looks
Buchanan
like
falling
a
back.
two-man race coming out of
Into
turn
turn
2.
2.
Can Colton get a run? He's less than 2/10, 1/10 now.
Into turn 3, it's a last effort
And
for
he
Colton
last-ditch
Gardner.
effort,
Down onto the apron,
trying
he doesn't
to
have
get
enough.
that line.
Coming
Is
to
it
a start
close enough?
finish. Hunter Hughes
Hunter Hughes taking
It
the
is
first
first.
victory of the Truck Series.
in his first race back after commentating. Hunter Hughes with the win at Pocono. What a race.
What a great finish. I wonder if Dawson Buchanan, if he had kept that run going, what he maybe could have
As-
challenged Colton and Hunter.
Hunter Hughes, that just seemed to be too much for the 2-time champion of Colton Gardner, who couldn't do anything right there to catch him. Dawson Buchanan, the rookie. Great race by him. Let's see if we
Great
can.
finish on P3.
Let's take a look at these results
good race,
quick,
boys.
and then we'll see if we can pull him into the booth.
Yeah,
So
fun
from
you guys helped race.
second, restarting at the beginning of the race, Hunter Hughes in his first race back into FR Racing in the Wednesday Night Dash Series with the win. Colton Gardner, the two-time champion, finishing second. Dawson Buchanan, the rookie, in third. Lane Snow, who pulled on a strong effort, in fourth. And then Ian Miller, also with a strong effort, rounding the top 5. And then in 6th, Nicholas Warboy. Vinny Silva in 7th. Toby Wedgwood in 8th. Justin Knives 9th. Richard Shaw 10th.
Sing in the background.
Eric
Celebration.
Richardson in 11th. Brian McKinney finishing 12th. John Miles 13th. DJ Fluke 14th. Jeremy Clemens 15th. Nick Cipriani 16th. Christopher Fuge 17. Jeremiah Lockwood, after having a great battle in Stage 2 for a top 5, finishing 7th. Dylan Berens rounding out your field in P19. As let's talk with Dawson Buchanan, Colton Gardner, and not sure if Hunter is in the call at the moment. Oh, there he is. All right, so let's start with Dawson. So Dawson, you got me?
Hello. Yep.
All right, Dawson. So your first race in the Wednesday Night Dash. You put on a really strong effort there. Just didn't quite have enough for the two Smoky Mountain Racing cars, but nonetheless, that was a good finish. So how did you feel about your first race in the Wednesday Night Dash?
Well, I didn't really know what I was getting myself into, so I started in the back. I had some PC issues before the race, so didn't get to qualify. So I started from the rear, and I made my way up pretty good through the first half of the race, and then competition caution helped me out. I messed up my pit stop though. I slid through my box and then lost some spots, but I just ran the right front off of it at the end there. I was hoping I'd have something for him, but I did not. So.
Do you think without your PC issues you could have had a better chance of winning? And how much do you think that could help you?
Well, I definitely think that I had a top 3 qualifying car, so I mean, maybe being up there would have, helped me stay up there and maybe take the lead and then just hold them off. It seems to be once you get the lead, you can kind of block and control the race from there. So.
And then in finishing second, then thank you, Dawson, by the way. Finishing second, Colton Gardner. So it looked like you and Hunter were just pushing each other, trying to pull away from the gap. Basically, the entire race there. Ended up working out in Stage 1 especially. Ended up avoiding that wreck. And then in Stage 2, you guys finished 1 and 2. At any point during that, you pretty much stayed behind him the whole time. Did you think about making a move on him? Or were you basically just staying behind him the whole time?
Yeah, definitely. You want to try and go for a win whenever you can. But Hunter, he put in so much practice before this, and it's really cool to see him come through in his first race back in the car. He put together a really good race. And on my end, I burned my stuff up, I feel like, and I wasn't able to make a charge there on the last lap. But all in all, it was a really good race for us. I can't wait to get to Atlanta and see how we do.
Do you think at Atlanta you guys will have a similar teammate strategy, or do you think you guys will go for it?
I believe we'll all go for it. Because that's what I want to have all of us do is go for wins, just and not hold everything up really. Have all 4 cars up front would be really nice, but we're all going to race each other just as hard as we would anybody else in the field. It's just how you go about it, really. But I think we'll have a pretty good baseline to go off of it in Atlanta, and I think we'll all put on a pretty good show.
All right, thank you, Colton. Hunter, so your first race back and came out with the win there. Somebody in chat was asking if you pass inspection because your car was too fast. So what do you have to say about that?
I think I should pass inspection. you know, I just want to thank Colton and Chris and them for inviting me to Smoky Mountain Racing. I had the itch after 2 seasons of doing the broadcasting. I had the itch to get back in the car, and they invited me on. And I've been racing alongside Colton for probably coming up on 2 years now, and it's fun to be a part of a team with them and get a win with them. We were running 1, 2, 3 there for a while, and then there was a couple incidents. The radio was pretty fired up in our own personal chat. But yeah, it's really cool to come back. Pocono was not really my best racetrack. The one other time we ran here was in the next gen car, and it was bad from the start. I burned my tires up right away. It was also the track was way hotter. I think it helped that it was a bit foggy out. It helped with tire saving a lot. But, I kind of had a chip on my shoulder to at least get a good finish or get a win at Pocono, and it's good to finally get a win.
Moving on to Atlanta, you said that Pocono has not been your best track. Do you think Atlanta you'll do even better than you did here, or what do you think your chances will be like there?
Atlanta is interesting because I'm pretty good at mile and a halves, like Las Vegas, Texas, Charlotte. Those ones I'm pretty good at mile and a halves, but Atlanta being super bumpy, and I'm not really sure what the weather conditions will be like there, but yeah, it'll definitely be interesting, and the tire saving will go one way or another there as well.
Yeah.
All right. I think that pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, great
So-
race to the top 3 and everybody else. So thanks for taking the time to come in here and talk with us.
Thank you.
As we take a look at the remaining schedule here for the rest of the season. As we said, next week we go to Atlanta, and then May 1st on to Daytona. That should be 2 weeks in a row. Both of those races should be very good. Then we're on a Worldwide Technology Raceway, New Hampshire, Homestead, Sonoma, Michigan, Charlotte, and then Las Vegas, running out the season all the way on July 17th, about exactly 3 months from now. And then actually something I forgot to do, I think we forgot to do it, is the House of Hockey highlights. So this week, Ray is joined once again by host Alma Laura. The duo talk about the shocking news that the Arizona Coyotes will be moving to Salt Lake City next season, and how will that impact the future of hockey in Arizona. Mark Stone Spleen and Joel Quenville, breaking his silence and giving his first interview in a few years, also get discussed. Tune in to House of Hockey this Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern, right here on Stadium Scene TV. And as a hockey fan myself, I will say, Arizona moving was not too much of a shock. However, to Salt Lake City, that's kind of interesting. So let's take a look at the IndyCar schedule here for the Indy Racing World Series. We go to Chicagoland, or not Chicagoland, that was a while ago. We go to Milwaukee. Nope, that was yesterday. We go to Iowa on April 30th at 10 p.m., I believe, for 140 laps. Everything can be found right here on Stadium Scene TV. So that is it for
It's been a great
tonight's
race.
stream for the first race of the season. I'm Trevor Kratzer alongside me, William Rasmussen. Not sure if he'll be in here with me next week. But it was fun commentating. Thank you everybody for coming out and watching, and we'll see everybody on next Wednesday.